This is Seth Wagoner with Ugly Buck Outdoors, out here in one of our honey holes in North Carolina, throwing out some of our MaxRack. We have a 5-pound bag we're going to use as a replenish bag. Usually we throw out our 10-pound bags every 2 weeks out here, but we're going to show a little bit of love to the 5-pound bag today. You can kind of see where they've dug up pretty good. I know the video is a little two-dimensional. It's kind of hard to get the drastic of what's going on out here, but got a lot of stumps that we actually cut down and kind of frayed the edges up of them a little bit, get them something to rub up against and something to dump our powder out on, get them licking all up on the stumps. If you have never used a good mineral, especially something with probiotics in there and stuff to kind of keep the bugs off of them, it's a little hard to know what you're missing. A lot of your stuff on the shelves in your big retail stores, they're really just minerals in a bag, which there's nothing wrong with that. Everything can serve its purpose. The liquids, they have a spot out in the woods as well, all depending on what you're doing and what you prefer. But again, with our stuff, especially our MaxRack, it's not just a mineral powder. You know, it's not just some trace minerals mixed up in a bag and remarketed as something different. We actually have a lot of years of research in our stuff. We have a lot of the vitamin D, a lot of stuff that your other brands aren't going to have in their product, you know, for whatever reason may be. Again, that stuff really makes a difference. We've done years of research on our products, trail cam photos, tracking the same bucks, tracking the same does, watching the fawns grow up. The research doesn't lie. The trail cam pictures doesn't lie. The results, the deer harvested, all that stuff doesn't lie. Anybody can take a photo or a video, and you know, of course, it's easy to Photoshop stuff nowadays, especially, you know, if I wanted to have a 12-pack, wouldn't take me but probably 5 minutes and probably $100 and somebody off Facebook to do it for me. But again, our stuff is raw footage. What you're seeing, they're completely unaltered. We don't do anything. We don't change the dates on them, none of that stuff. So whenever you see a buck harvested over our MaxRack or our Kill Plot or Duo Mix, you know, you can rest assured knowing that that buck is completely unaltered, that photo's unaltered, everything is as natural as it can get. That buck came to that spot because of the natural ingredients that we had in our products. They didn't come out there because of synthetic attractants, artificial sweeteners, none of that stuff. They knew that what was in our product is what they've been bred over generations and generations to need to develop the big racks, the big bodies, and become the monsters that we all chase. But again, you know, we have a spot like this out here. It used to be a 20 by 20 rectangle. It's kind of grown up a little bit, you can see, into more of a oval or a off round thing, if you will. But anyways, the results are the same, process is the same. I mean, the shape of it doesn't matter. You know, deer aren't going to come out here looking for a rectangle versus a square. They really don't care. But again, this spot we've raked away over the past 2 years, probably about 2 inches of topsoil. We left some small trees in here, left a couple hills, couple rotted stumps, frayed the edges some, gave them something to munch up against. Again, we like to dump some of our powder on our rotted stumps every once in a while, kind of get the bucks dipped down, give you a little bit more camera view, a little bit more angles of the rack so you can kind of see what you're working with, kind of start to track a certain deer. You know, if you have your buck that you like to name, a lot of people like to name their bucks, nothing wrong with that. It's kind of hard to, I guess, assess the size of the deer if you have the exact same camera angle, especially if they're all clumped up. That's why we do our 20-foot by 20-foot rectangles. You can see some of the trails where they're coming in at. They're wearing them down pretty good, as a matter of fact. And this is off of a fire lane, probably 100 yards off a fire lane. So that helps out a lot as well. It's already a path they're going to travel. Deer take the path of least resistance regardless of what they're going for. Food, water, shelter, it doesn't matter. But again, we're going to take this bag, we're going to cut it open, dump it out. It's pretty straightforward, nothing to it. It's a powder, so you know, there's no mixing, no calculations. Cut the bag, dump it on the ground, and you're good to go. All right, we're back. Got our 5-pound bag opened up here, getting ready to dump this out on the ground. 5-pound bag is good for probably a 4-foot by 8-foot rectangle, something like that. Again, the shape's up to you, doesn't matter. You can adjust it as you're dumping it out. As long as you get it on the ground, they're going to get the benefits from it, supplements, all that good stuff. Again, hunting season's right around the corner. It's very, very, very crucial to go ahead and get your minerals in the woods. Try to take advantage of them growing right now, so whenever they come around the corner and you get them in your line of fire, you can kind of feel a little bit better knowing that you've done all you can do to make them as big and as healthy as possible. Nothing more disappointing than spending a lot of time in the woods during the off season, getting everything ready, and just that buck never comes into your line of sight, or the ones that do were just a little bit disappointing size-wise, and you have to give them another year or two. But again, you know, hunt ethically, hunt within the law. That's anywhere you go, anything you do. But again, with our 5-pound bag here, we're just going to dump it out. Again, it's a very simple process. Dump it on the ground, turn your camera on, walk away, come back, check your videos, and smile about the deer you have on it. There you go. You just watched us dump out the 5-pound bag. You can kind of see it on the ground a little bit there. Again, just spread it out as much as possible. If it clumps up a little bit, it's not going to matter. Just kind of do everything you can to get it spread out. A lot of people do cut the bags and dump them in a circle. You just pile it on top. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Do it how you're comfortable doing it. I just prefer to spread it a little bit. That's my opinion. I feel that spreading it out keeps the deer from clumping up together. You know, spreading close mouth diseases, you want to keep your herd as healthy as possible. End of the day, you know, a lot of the deer that you harvest, they are going to go on the stovetop. They're going to go in a slow cooker, on the barbecue, whatever they're going to go in. And you don't really want to kind of be nervous about the deer that you're eating, wondering, hey, you know, what disease does this deer have? Did it spread worms between each other? If you do feel like you have anything like that, get up with your QDMA, get up with your local wildlife officers, kind of, I guess, get their outtake on it. I know a lot of people will accept some fecal matter if you can spot any of that in the woods, meat samples, stuff like that. Again, this is Seth from Ugly Buck Outdoors. This was our MaxRack. You can check us out at www.uglybuck.com. We're also on Facebook, Ugly Buck Outdoors, and on Instagram. We do have a couple openings for some staff members right now. You can go to uglybuck.com, click on the drop-down menu, and you'll see staff opportunities at the bottom right there. Fill out that application, and we'll see if you got what it takes to be an Ugly Buck. You do get a lot of benefits being part of our team here. Growing with a new company, we're family-based, we're small, we're local to North Carolina. Everything we do right in our backyard. You know, we all get together, sit down, and spend the weekend making powders, bagging powders, different marketing strategies, stuff like that. We are going to start attending a lot more conventions in the upcoming year, so look forward to those as well. Follow us on Facebook to see where we're going to be at. And again, if you're local to the Rayford, North Carolina area, Godwin's Archery here at Pool Road in Rayford, they do carry our products. They got the best deals in town in terms of that. BAM Outdoors, that's BAM Outdoors. They're going to start carrying our products hopefully within the next week or so. So check out those guys as well. Check out Buck Ops. A lot of great guys there. Of course, your Wounded Warrior Project. Check those guys out. Another good guys, Rut Life. Amazing. Chris is a great guy. Jeremy's a great guy. Some of our staff members actually staff with Rut Life and Ugly Buck. We're just very proud to be a part of that. Jackson's Outdoors, Kentucky Bluegrass Outfitters. They're great guys. Golden Hour Outdoors, they're amazing as well. So check all those guys out. Again, on our Facebook, you'll see a lot of the people we work with, a lot of groups we work with, a lot of charity events that we work with. Again, it's just, that's all part of it. We're one big community. We all got to work together, stick together, got to look out for one another. We got enough against us with the anti-hunters and all the politicians, so keep that rolling. Again, keep us a community and keep us tight. Have fun in the woods, be safe, and hunt hard. Good luck this upcoming season.